Hello, class. This is Mr. Nelson, and several of you have been asking about the electronic notebook, and I just wanted to go through today and show you a little bit about how to do that. I think the first thing I should tell you is that there is not a direct grade for the electronic notebook. However, know that when this class is over, all these resources will go away, and you won't have access to them anymore. So I highly recommend that you start an electronic notebook here and save as much of this stuff as you can, and then you'll have this for information for later use, beyond this class. So it's really important that you do this. Also, it's a good study guide for you too as you go to study for midterms and finals and things like that. So all right, so how do we do an electronic notebook? Well, first thing is that it isn't something that's in the class. This is just something that we will show you how to do. And so let's say I'm in my class, for example. Here's the animal science one class, and I'm going through it. I see lots of this stuff. I'd like to save in electronic notebook. So how do I go about doing that? Well, the first thing I would do is I would go ahead and make myself a new folder uh, on my desktop. Okay, and so there's my new folder, and I think what I would probably put is like Nelson egg or something to that effect. Okay, so that this would be um, um, the place where I would start to save the information. Inside there, now I might start with another new folder, and this time I would put the class. So in this case, I'm in egg science 1. All right, and so now I would start to save my information in there. And so let's go ahead and go inside there. So I double click on, now I'm inside the egg science one if you look up here. And now there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. The way that I recommended doing it is doing it by units, because it'd be organized and you'll be able to find things a lot easier. So what we do then is, again, a new folder, and this time we'd go unit. Let's go unit 1, and and so that we have that, and go ahead and open up that. So now if we take a look up here, we have the Nelson Egg folder, which is in the desktop, Egg 1, Unit 1. All right, so let's go ahead and just put this stuff all down, get back into our class, and let's get into Unit 1 here, and we're going along, and we have some stuff here. Now let's talk about the PowerPoints for just a minute. Um, the PowerPoints are, for the most part, are copyrighted. So they're very difficult for us to um, be able to let you just take those and save them. However, all the information that's in these PowerPoints are yours to save. So I would, take this, and you could capture some of this with the capture software. Use your notebook. The study guide. Use that. Something to that effect. But grab a hold of some of this information so that you have that, and then again, save that in the electronic notebook. Let's go to Unit 2 for real quick here, because there's a little bit more for us to pick from here. Now the study guides and most all the units are right at the very top. They go into Word, although they're rich text, so they can go into just about anything. And again, here again we have all the concepts and all of that, and it's a good place for us to take notes about the important terms, take notes about these particular concepts, and take some notes on there. So one thing you can do now, one thing we can do, of course, is we can type here. So we could utilize these, to type their notes there. We could type notes at the bottom. We can make ourselves a spot down here for unit 2 notes. Okay, and then we could start typing our notes in down here, and of course it just continue to add to the pages. So then what we would want to do is, then we would want to save this. So go to Save As, and we'll need to go to our desktop, because that's where we saved it. Nelson Egg Science 1, Unit 1. But this was Unit 2 stuff, right? So let's go back up to Unit 1. Let's add a new folder, Unit 2. Okay, now we have Unit 1 and Unit 2. So we go into Unit 2, Study Guide, Save. And we just saved all this information. You know, if we put all of our definitions in here, all of our notes and everything, we'd have that all saved inside of our Unit 2 guide. Okay, so what else did we have in there? Okay, now here's a e-chapter. Again, you know, not easy to save here, but what we can do is go in here. I even grab these resources. Go ahead and copy them. I like Word, so I'll use the Microsoft Word. Just pick a blank document. Find my best option for saving. I kind of like this one. And there it is. This is my e-chapter for Unit 2 with all the resources included. Okay, that's something I like to keep. File, Save As, my computer, my desktop, Nelson Ag, Ag Science 1, this was a Unit 2, and I might just change this from main idea to, you know, Unit 2 e-chapter, and save. Okay, and so now I have that. Close this. What else do I have in Unit 2? Well, I've got a PowerPoint. Remember, we can't save those, again, due to some of the copyright rules and things. But again, any of this information in here, you're sure welcome to. So again, maybe write some notes. And by the way, by writing the notes, a lot of times, you know, we learn this stuff a lot better too. So it's not a bad idea to write notes. Got a quiz here. Here's something here. Now this is a little different here. This is kind of a sheet here, and I can save this from here. So save as. Okay, again, my desktop. Okay, gotta find my desktop here. Oh, there it is at the very top. Okay, desktop. Nelson Ag, Ag Science 1, Unit 2, and so I need to kind of look and see what this is. This is, you know, beef carcass price explanation. And go ahead and save that. And by the way, if down here, if you can save it in any other format, do that. Now in this case, we really can't. Okay, so we'll just leave it that way. But we can still save it, and we'll still have it just like this. Now you come across things like videos, and let's say, oh gee, this is a cool video, I'd like to hang on to this. Now we have to do something a little bit different. When we get into things like this, or we get down into, you know, units that have data, have things like research and things like that. Now what we want to do is we want to start saving our links. So just again, let me go back there. Okay, and highlight it, copy it. Again, we're going to go into Word, and this time I'm going to do something a little bit different though. I'm going to take in there, I'm going to put in Chapter 2 links. Okay, and I'll put in one hungry planet. Oop. And I'll save that link right there. Okay, and then if I return, and there it is. Okay, now I'm going to put several in here. So if there's a bunch of links in that particular unit, I'm going to put a bunch in there. So File, Save As, Computer, Desktop, Nelson Ag, Ag 1, Unit 2, and now this time, yeah, I'm just going to leave that, Chapter 2 links. Alright, and just save. And now I've got all the links, and I can put as many on here as I want, and I've saved all my links. So now if we go out of here, and let's just go back here and open up our folder. Didn't put much in that one, but we certainly put a few things in here. And so we can go in here now anytime, each chapter, and there it is. I always have my stuff. And so if I do that for every unit, I'll have it all organized, and I'll have all this data saved, and then when the class is done, I still have everything. So again, play around with it, do it what works best for you, but again, keeping it organized I think is really important, and this will be good information for you to hang on to. If you have any questions, let me know.